What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So, in the last video, we talked about Roger McCreary's press technique and how it's perfect. I've gotten a lot of questions from people asking me to break down Zyon McCullom on TikTok and on Twitter. So, I told people I didn't want to really break down his film because I didn't really see a lot of things that I thought made him like one of the top guys in this draft. So, I'm going to make this video to show you why I originally did not want to profile him. And I think it dovetails perfectly with how Roger McCreary's press technique is perfect. And it's because Zyon McCullom has some real issues and real ticks in his press technique. So let's jump right into it, all right? So we got him up here at the top of the screen, all right? So he's playing at a lower level of competition. We have to take that into account when we're watching this, okay? So when we talked about McCreary, we said that his eyes were always on the hip. Now, it's really hard from this film to be able to tell, but to me, it looks like he's looking in his eyes. And when we'll see when the ball is snapped, I think it's pretty obvious that he's doing that, okay? So right off rip, he opens the gate, right? This guy's hips are going this way. He opens that way, right? So he's totally spun around, right? Now he's got a speed turn and try to get back on top of the receiver, right? It's not a very good rep, right? Doesn't stay square to the line of scrimmage, right? Doesn't have his eyes where they need to be, gets no hands on, right? That's not very good, okay? So now, down here at the bottom of the screen, right? He's matched up against this guy, and again, right? He's throwing the hand before the receiver has fully declared his route, right? We want to stay square to the line of scrimmage and make that receiver have to dance a little bit, right? Remember in the second McCreary video that we did against Dotson, I was saying that he had him on the line of scrimmage doing the Dougie. He has to dance and do all this stuff, try to get off the line. You're giving him easy access, okay? So then he can come around, and now he's wide open in the middle of the field, all right? The other thing we got to notice about this guy, right? Look at this receiver, okay? This guy is not a very athletic dude. Look how many steps it takes for him, how slow he is out of his break, right? This is nowhere near NFL caliber receiver, right? And like this dude would never get a cup of coffee in the NFL. He's going to have to go up against guys way better than this, and he's given this easy access in breaking route, right? And the dude drops the ball, right? So this is a competition that he's playing against. I need to see dominance, okay? So this next play right here, right? He's at the bottom of the screen. They're in the red zone. And again, look, he opens the gate, right? Opening his hips, right? Throwing the hand way too early, right? Make this guy have to make a decision. I feel like they watched the film or like mid-game, they were like, we're getting easy access to the outside so we can get him to flip his hips and then come back inside, right? Like, this is not very good. Now, this receiver, I don't think he's an NFL caliber receiver, but he's got a little bit more quicks than the other guy, right? So we can see, right? He's got good hand swipe. So that receiver is decent, but still, this is not an NFL caliber receiver, and he's getting beat pretty easily by that dude, right? It's not very good technique, okay? So now, bottom of the screen, this is going to look like it's the exact same rep, but it's not, right? Same guy, again, look at this. Opens the gate right off rip, right? What are you doing? And you've got to be more, if you're going to open like this, maybe he's trying to quick jam or something, but then you got to be a lot more violent with this, right? It's just like this little tap. Like, that's not very good. And there's all this separation. Look at this. It's all this separation. He taps him, and then he allows all this separation. He's not squeezing him or anything. It's a nice, easy completion. Like, that's not good, okay? So now, that was a game from 2019, right? He was a young pup. I think he was a freshman in that game. So you would think, there's going to be some, improvement over time. Well, this is him at the Senior Bowl against guys that are either going to be NFL rostered receivers or they're going to be practice squad guys. Like, these are going to be NFL guys. And again, ball hasn't even been snapped, and he's already opening his hips, right? So you can't call this a quick jam, because if it's going to be a quick jam, then you've got to at least throw a hand with it. He's opening his hips, giving easy access to this guy, giving him all this separation, and then look at how much faster, lightning quicker, we'll even, bring it back a little bit, this break is than the other guys that he was going up against. Boom. And then he slips out of his break, right? Completion. So there are some issues with him, right? He is not an NFL product. He's going to be a project. He's going to need to be worked on over time, right? But I can understand why people are interested, right? 6'2", about 200 pounds, had one of the fastest three cones we've ever seen at the NFL draft. Ran 4.3, really explosive, something like a 39-inch vertical or 40-inch vertical or something like that. Like, he's got some talent. I think what he should do is he should put on 10 or 15 pounds. And this dude, with his athleticism and his size, he could be the next tight end eraser, right? Going up against those bigger dudes, right? Those physical guys, maybe not as quick as some of the receivers that he's going to have to go up against in the NFL. I think that he would be really interesting playing safety. So watch out for that for whichever team drafts him. Maybe they'll want to switch his position. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to do more trait ranking stuff, and I'll see you then. Because as always, it's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.